That's why it does make sense if you think about it with magnetism.
No.
It does.
Do you know what inertia is?
No.
Then how did then why are you telling us it makes sense if you don't even know what it is?
Okay. It's really simple.
Yes,
fine.
but you don't know what it is.
I don't have to know what it is.
Yes, you do.
Okay, so this is kind of a continuation from what we were watching yesterday on the member stream, and I was just kind of having so much fun with it that I was like, let's just keep going with this. It's not too often that I get to kind of like just sit back and sort of watch some of these silly TikTok debates with these random call-in people or whatever on their channel. So this is Planet Peterson, and the name of the video is Dumbest Arguments of the Year, and he kind of has just like clipped together a bunch of parts from, I guess, a ton of different conversations that he's had. And so we're gonna get into it. And so I am Brentley, and this is the Punk Apostate. Let's go. So this one, I'm trying to catch it right. I should have actually checked on how far back to go, but look, I don't think it matters, right?
Because those terms make no sense being.
Okay, no, back roll.
And then the plane of inertia. The only
for women,
inertia one.
He seizes her and then lies with her.
I believe we live. Okay, so you said the magnets, and then the plane of inertia. The only reason
plane of inertia.
The plane of inertia is where life can grow because you're in between.
No, but what is it? What is a plane of inertia?
The plane of inertia is the only place that life can.
Not where is it? What is it?
Yeah, what because those terms make no sense being put together.
I'm sorry, I'll make sense. Okay, where is it? Like in our reality?
No,
where?
What is it?
What is it?
The plane of inertia, in my opinion, is Earth.
No, what is the phrase plane of inertia? What does that phrase mean?
It's a plane. Like you're asking me what's like in Greek? Like what, you gonna translate it like that?
No,
like,
no. Exactly. So I know what a plane is. What does it mean for there to be a plane of inertia? What does that mean?
I don't know.
I know what inertia is. I know what a plane is. But when you put those two things together, you don't get anything that makes sense.
An airplane, when the airplane has it's moving, so that actually counts as part of the so the things that move that keep moving, and then it's an airplane. It's the plane. Fuck shit. What that?
That's why it does make sense if you think about it with magnetism.
No,
magnetism is what there's magnets that hold the airplane to get. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, do you know what inertia is?
No.
Then how did
No,
why are you telling us it makes sense if you don't even know what it is?
Okay.
As far as
it's really.
To be fair, okay. This is how I learn stuff. I watch one of these and then I go, okay, Google, let's look up what the fuck inertia is. So it's inertia is the natural tendency of objects in motion to stay in motion and objects at rest to stay at rest unless a force causes the velocity to change. So that's the definition that I'm getting here anyway. But I don't know if maybe it has a bunch of definitions about that sort of thing. Let's see, a tendency to do nothing or to remain unchanged. On physics, a property of matter by which it continues in its existing state of rest or uniform motion in a straight line unless that state is changed by an external force. That's what inertia is. Don't ask me to use it in a sentence.
It's really simple.
Yes, but you don't know what it is.
I don't have to know what it is.
Yes, you do. If you're gonna tell people this is what I believe, but you don't even know what the terms are,
see, this is
what do we?
Classic. I love these kind of conversations where the way he quarters something like this, because this is just classic. It almost is triggering in a little bit, in a little bit of way, because This is what I used to do. I would, you would just like latch on to a word that you were like, that's a smart sounding fucking word over there. Did you hear that thing? I bet most people don't know what that word means. And then just start saying it because and try to like phrase it in a way that you've heard somebody else say it, but then you don't even know what the fuck it is because it was like they're so mentally lazy. They won't look stuff up. They're not curious. This is all just so they can decide that what they already decided is true is still true, and now they've got a fancy word to throw around while they're trying to say that it's true. That's it. That's all they ever have, and that's exactly what I fucking used to do. And that's why I know this is like, it's just crazy to sit here and listen. I'm like, oh God, that used to be me. That's the thing that I used to do. Shit. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, triggered. I'm just say I'm thankful for having continued to think past this shit.
What are you doing?
Yeah, you're right. I can't.
Says the guy who says theories are facts. Just because
Well, they are, and
science
even you
think
believe
this.
that.
No, they're not.
Yes, the theories are facts, guy. What an idiot. Oh, man.
And no, I don't.
Yes, you do. Do you think that
I never said
subatomic
that.
particles exist?
Subatomic particles? Yes, because that's not a theory, dog.
Yes, it is. Google
Quantum mechanics is-
Google atomic theory.
You don't know what theory means, dude. Like, it's great. Like, they don't understand like the difference of just like, I have a theory, like we're just talking in general, like conversation, versus like a scientific theory. And they just equivocate those definitions and swap them in and out, as if they're the same thing, and then think they got some kind of win. And will literally, like you can see, like he's just throwing it at him, like, oh yeah. Wow, you think theories are facts, you fucking idiot. Like they just have it in their back pocket to fling at people because they've heard Christians say that stupid line so often that they don't know. And it's not anybody that knows what a fucking scientific theory is who they're hearing that from. You know what I mean? And so now they just throw it around.
No.
It's just funny.
Google atomic theory. No.
I will not Google atomic theory. I would like to remain stupid. Thank you very much. Okay.
I'm now kind of.
I was hoping he'd be like, I've heard atomic theory. They're fucking badass, dude. They went on tour with Rev Theory. Rev Theory is a little bit better, honestly. They're, it's a local band, Atomic Theory, but like they're still pretty cool. Okay, they spell atomic wrong with like a Y for some reason. I hate it when people do that, but it's actually cool in this side because it looks good with the word atomic. I don't know.
Pretty sure you think the Earth is flat.
Kind of pretty sure, like all your other thoughts.
So you think the Earth is flat? Okay, that's why it's impossible to talk to you.
You have no clue what I think.
Well, you think the Earth is flat.
Yeah.
You have no clue what I think.
All right.
You make
Well,
assumptions.
let's see. Dude, your bio says, don't make me show you why I'm the alpha.
Wow. What?
That's your fucking bio on your profile. I tried to see if you had.
Don't make me show you while I'm the alpha, bro. Okay, don't make me show you. I'll do it.
Any videos to see if you had any like flurf content or something, but that's all I saw.
I'll send you a picture of my fucking washboard abs, bro. Okay, I'll do it.
Don't make me show you why I'm the alpha.
If y'all like this kind of content, then there's actually a button for that sort of thing, and it's down. It looks like a thumb. It's like here it is on the screen. See above the butt thing. It's like a little thumb. And if you want to click that, it's on the below this the picture here where I am, just like below. Anyway, yeah. If you want to click that, it'd be great. I'd appreciate it. All right.
What evidence do you have? None.
We compare biceps.
Can we compare
This
biceps?
thing is so funny.
Let's compare stomachs.
Wow, I was kidding, but okay.
Compare stomachs.
Is he joking? That's a fake account. That's a troll account. Come on, that's not real. Please let that not be real.
Are they the same original thing?
I don't want that to be real. This is a cartoon.
No, come on.
Oh man!
Hey,
All right. You want to get a glimpse of the meat machine here? Huh?
What's wrong with it?
Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted? You want some of
The
these?
meat machine
Huh?
is right
I call
over
these.
there.
I call this crime and punishment. Law and order, huh? You like that?
Order is the meat machine.
Jesus.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
My God. Wow, dude. Said, oh no, the alpha wishes to compare bodies. Laugh my ass off. Let's see, like beta. What do you come on? How's everybody doing? Who won today? Al won. What's up, man? How you doing? Hell to you too. It's you know, and hell too. Ember came in second. So it's hell as well. And Drusilla, well, she didn't follow suit there. You were supposed to say hell 3, but it's okay. You might not anyway. But yeah, and so Drusilla was third. But that's right. Punk Planet Peterson Day. That's right. Yeah, we're making this a thing today. I just had so much fun yesterday watching this with the members that I was like, you know what? Let's bring this out to and see how it goes. Let's see if people enjoy this. But I normally don't. Usually I'm covering stuff that's just like the right wing douchebag, religious, fundy content, whatever. And then I got to do a lot of explaining. So it's nice to be able to sit back and let the guy that's, the tutor person, let him do the explaining. And I can just be like, yeah, what he's done. I agree with that guy that said the thing, but then I could just, anyway.
You're God, right? Like, let's say you're God, you're creating this universe.
What?
Would you create a universe where people can only do good but not evil, or would you have to have the option to do evil? Because if not, they would be robotic. And secondly,
I always say that shit. They're like, oh man, you got to have the option to be able to eat people's faces and kick puppies, because otherwise, like robots, nobody's actually, like, I don't know. You just got a bunch of robots, and God didn't want that, so he wanted the eating the people's faces option on the table, I guess. I don't know, and that makes it so that way when people choose not to eat faces, it's they're like, good job, you did it. You chose not to do the Hannibal Lecter thing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, I'm glad you chose that. So you're not a robot, by the way. That's because, anyway. Who else we got here? That's going. Tuned in tight. What's all, dude? Gisela said, stupid people with too much confidence is on my top 10 worst things list. I know, right? I mean, it's like the best like comedy though. It's like so funny. It's like it's a Joey. Well, it's not even just Joey. It's like I guess Joey just kind of embodied it the most on Friends. But it's like the dumb guy in any, like it was Screech and Saved by the Bell, like the dumb guy in any sitcom is always like, whatever, and like says like some stupid shit, and then is just like super confident about it. It's just hilarious. And that's like what you actually get in real time on these kinds of conversations. It's amazing. Al said, I'd like to have a 3-way with Etha and Siri, and then I'd be in both of them. Oh, in Eartha and Siri. Is Eartha like is that like a new AI person that you can ask to do stuff in your phone or whatever? Is that the thing? I don't know. Tuned Inside said Sigmas beat alphas nowadays. He behind the times. Oh, that's the new thing, Sigma, right? Yeah, that's I've heard that, because Sigmas are like so cool that they don't even care, bro. They're just like, they're on a whole nother level, dude. Like they're just so based, okay, that they are. Anyway, I don't know what's going on with that. Like I'm acting like I actually know about fucking whatever somebody describes as Sigma. As far as I can tell, that's isn't that like a fraternity of some sort? I don't know. I thought it was like the fraternity that's for not a fraternity. What are the other things called? The woman one. Anyway, the sorority. I thought it was like a sorority or something, like Sigma Pi. I don't know, but I didn't go to college. Okay, so I did,
then how would you really know they're good, or you're just like a dictator? I mean, wouldn't you have to allow the aspect of evil in order to have free will?
No. So it sounds like you're saying that it was wrong for God to create heaven.
To create what?
Heaven.
No, I'm not sure where you got that from.
How many sins take place in heaven?
So basically, it's like you can't have a heaven. Ember said, here's a fun random thing. The thumbs up gesture was popularized by inventor George Whitehead of Connecticut, pantomiming a German, which he was raising a beer stein in salute. He was raising a beer, was a beer stein. I feel like I don't understand that second part. He's pantomiming a German, which he was raising a beer. Oh, he had a beer in his hand. Is that what you're saying? Like he's holding like a beer up and he's got like his thumb up? Is that what you're saying? Okay. That's what interesting. How about that? Thank you.
Zero.
Yeah, you
How
got
much
it.
evil
Thank you. Appreciate it. You got, yeah, sorority. That's, sometimes words they just elude me just randomly.
happens in heaven?
Yeah, but angels are not human.
How much sin happens in heaven?
Yeah. Just listen, if I can't abuse my children, then I'd be like a fucking robot. You're just a robot if you can't. It's like they use the same argument when they're talking about like you can't have a relationship. It's like if you knew God existed, if you could prove that God existed to other people, well, then it would just be you're just a robot. You would just be, you wouldn't actually be having a relationship. You'd be just like some robotic thing, because the best relationships are those that are had with people you can't prove exist, I guess. It's like, but that's why my partner and I's like relationship is so fucking robotic, because I can just prove that she actually exists and everything. It's good, so it's just the way it goes. But
Zero. Right?
So
What
it's
are you
not.
getting at?
So then heaven is not. So it was wrong of God to create a place where evil cannot happen.
No. Why would it be wrong?
I don't know, man. God did it, so it has to be okay, right? It's not like what, even though you just said.
Who said it's wrong? You said
Right.
that it would be wrong to create that kind of place.
No.
Yes, you did.
No, listen.
No, not no. You said that.
You're in heaven. You are in the presence of God. So there is
fucking
no
great.
evil.
So why did he abandon us here on earth?
It's illogical. You can't have something good and somehow like evil is just like sitting beside it, like chilling. You can't do that. So
there's evil in heaven.
But there's not, because
Then you're
those are
wrong, aren't you?
angels. No, I'm not. I have no idea. You clearly
I
don't.
like the most convoluted logic as applies to this, because it's like this. Oh no, you can't have evil in heaven, or whatever. But like if God, but here on earth, God had to allow evil, otherwise it would be robots. But He can have it in heaven, and it's like this is like the place where like the testing ground or whatever. There's the fucking Hunger Games, and then after that you go to the whatever. And it said, but that's like their life. Like, oh no, God had to like see who was evil first, and then those that aren't go into heaven. Even though people getting into heaven has nothing to do with being good or evil. It's people that just fucking believe a thing, right? They could have been the most evil fucking people on earth, but as long as they like, came to know Jesus or whatever in their heart, that it doesn't matter. It's all just fucking. It's a shoe. Who cares?
I don't understand the Bible.
You can't have good without evil next to it. Is there any evil in heaven?
No. Shit. What's up, Michael?
No.
You don't believe in anything, including your own thoughts.
Okay, well,
including your own thoughts. That's funny. Sometimes that's what you like. Just says stuff like, "Okay, don't be you fucking mean, man." He's like, "You're fucking stupid, bro. You're a fucking idiot." Fucking idiot says what? Yes, they said what? Jesus. Ever said, if sin can't happen in heaven, how did Lucifer manage to rebel? Another excellent question. Yeah, that one kind of, because they were pretty clear about it being in heaven. I've heard people say this is like and of course you can just you can just make up whatever the fuck you want with that, with the answer to that question, right? And so I always heard that like the heaven of the original heaven before the first war is what we called it, was the it was like the first shot at free will, right? And so like the angels had free will, like I guess a little bit, or like I don't even know exactly how much free will they had, but Satan clearly had it, and then he like clearly did the wrong thing or whatever, and then the angels fell, and then God was like, all right, that's it, no more free will in heaven. That's it. Now we know what happened last time that I allowed some free will in this motherfucker. No, we're done with that. No more free wills up here. Okay, all of you angels are mindless robots that have to do everything that I tell you to do and can't think for yourselves at all from now on. Okay, well, the demons are gone. They're too late. They've already left. Okay, so they're down on earth, so they have, they can keep going with their free will. And all the angels that were left were like, fuck, what? Oh, so now I'm a mindless slave. But this is bull. Oh, I'm not allowed to think that anymore. And then they just all like, this sucks. Before they lost their ability to will. But that's the way it was explained to me by my pastor back in the day.
Let's say you're correct.
No, this is you.
I'll give you that. I don't agree with you, but I'm not going to run in circles with this. You're correct.
That's fine.
All right. Okay. So
because you did
back
say that.
To
he's correct about what he just said that you said 2 seconds ago, because he said it 2 seconds ago.
You are literally saying,
hell, man.
If Jesus, you knew him to be true, that you would still not worship, you would still not seek the truth. Now, Christians get a lot of flack for believing in fairy tales and this and this. Here I am giving you a hypothetical situation. You know Jesus is true, and you still turn your back and do whatever you want. So how should I believe anything that you say as if you're a truth seeker when you just denied that you would agree or follow the truth?
What?
So
I'm so fucking confused. Like, what was that? I feel like I'd have to put that sentence on like double speed to like get at all of it, because I stopped paying attention after like word 4. It was just too long. So I said, Tuning Tide has nothing to do with JP. They just happen to have the same name. Oh, really? Oh, that sucks. That's not a great name to also have. Hey, Deep State, what's up? How are you doing? How's everybody doing? Good. How are you? It's good. Let's see. Deep State said, really, I sent you a video of a new ridiculous fun day I found. Oh yeah? I'll have to check it out. I'll get in there and can look. I've been pretty busy the past couple days, so I gotta go through my correspondence. That's what I call it. Going over my correspondence. Mainly because it's fun to say correspondence, but that's neither here nor there. But
moral reasonings.
Yeah, so I don't know what makes you think that knowing that Jesus is who Jesus claims to be, but claiming that he's not worthy of worship is the same thing as claiming 2 + 2 = 5. That was ridiculous. So let's see if we can figure this out together. Do you think that it makes any moral sense to punish somebody for a crime they didn't commit?
For a crime they did not exist? Of course not.
That they did not commit? Okay, your God does that.
They commit a crime they did not exist. If they don't exist, they can't commit crimes. Idiot. Man, this guy's stupid. It's like, what are you even talking about? Oh, that's not what he said? Oh, is it? Can you repeat the question? I'm sorry.
So there we go. So we're done with getting morality from your God.
I see.
So what do you want to talk about next?
We don't understand what Christ said on the cross, but okay.
No, you don't.
It is finished. And the debt has been paid or whatever, or paid in full. I'm sorry. How many times have I heard that fucking thing from Bray Comfort and I still get it wrong? Don't care. That's why. Don't care. That's all.
You don't like what?
Father, forgive them, for they know not what they have done.
Or that one. I'm sorry. You're right. There's like 7 fucking final words of Jesus. I always forget. And it's
that somehow forgives the fact that God killed every single fetus inside of every single woman during the flood.
Yeah. What about that?
Okay, you keep bringing up the flood.
I brought it up literally once.
Okay, well, it's the second time.
Oh, no, wait.
Second. This is the second time now. And now it's like 1, 2, it's turn that up. Okay. That's like double the amount of times that you brought it up before. You know that's 50% more times that you brought it up now.
You're right. But I'm not the one who has a brain for their thumbnail. So,
well, I just remembered that you brought it up twice.
Yes, good for you. So according to you, it's not okay to punish somebody for a crime they didn't commit, but your God does it. Therefore, your God is immoral.
How are you saying they
literally
didn't
like the
commit a
first
crime?
isn't the first commandment, I am the Lord your God?
Oh no, okay. Michael said might not be able to type in a minute. Just added dilation drops. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, that's not the fun kind, right? That's not the fun kind of dilation. It's sort of a side effect for other things. But you're saying you're doing it where it's just as the dilation thing, and it doesn't do any of the other fun stuff to your brain. That sucks. I'm sorry. It's not a good day, you know. Deep State said, if someone does not believe that there is a God, then why would someone be dishonest if they were unconvinced by the Bible and regarded it as a fairy tale? I don't know. I feel like that just makes them feel better in their head or something. I'm right. I'm right. Because they have this like weird mentality that like all atheists do believe their religion and their specific interpretation of their denomination, of their religion and all that. And we just want to act like we don't because, we like masturbating or whatever. And that's how they have to do it in their head to be like, the reason you don't want to believe the obvious truth of the talking donkey having a debate with the guy and winning is because you just, you want to masturbate and not feel bad about it. Okay. So that's what that is. You obviously know that I'm right. But no, yeah, it's not how anything works. But
God, I am a jealous
Can
God. You
tell me
shall
why he
worship
flooded
no
the
other
world?
gods before me. For I will punish the iniquitudes of this generation to the third and fourth generation, so on and so forth. But I will bless the righteous 1,000 generations, whatever.
Do you know what
It
was
doesn't matter
happening
because it's wrong
when
according
he
to you.
flooded it?
It doesn't matter because according to you, it's wrong.
It doesn't matter. I see.
No, because according to you, it's wrong.
Right. He's a righteous judge, but it just doesn't matter what he says.
According to you, it does not matter because it's wrong to do.
listen to what he just said. He said he's a righteous judge. And that's it. That's all that, like, and that just is the only truth that they're gonna branch off from, right? Like, he is the most righteous judge. And then and when we go, okay, but he's not though, because of this, that, the other thing, like according to like any fucking logical standard that's consistent in any way at all, you'd be like, oh no, that's not a righteous judge or whatever. But like, they are just like, but no, I've defined God as a righteous judge. And so I'm just going to rationalize around every single disgusting thing he's ever done, or like the way he does things, even though you would never allow a judge to be like that on earth. Like they would be fired from the judicial system because like, it's just, it isn't fair and just in any way at all. But they're like, but God, just as long as God does it, that's it. That makes it just, because he probably knows about stuff that we don't. There's a whole other thing going on that we're not privy to, and that's why he's always just, no matter what.
Do it. So if you're just going to specially plead, then I'll specially plead all day long.
Was it wrong for him to do what he did to the Canaanites?
According to you, yes.
According to you, you think so? It is true, though.
According to me, yes.
Yeah. I can ask you again. Do you think it's okay to punish somebody for a crime they did not commit?
You would go to heaven for a crime you did not commit. You're playing crickets, but your statement...
Oh, so they can hear the crickets. That's funny. I thought maybe that was just like on his side for us, watching.
It's just illogical.
Funny. You just say,
it was a question.
Finished
and
masturbating. And if you want to just finish masturbating, go to adamandeve.com, right? Enter that code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item, 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. Go to adamandeve.com, enter code word Brentley. That's BRENTLY at checkout. And get your exclusive offer, right? The adamandeve.com is America's #1 sex toy dispensary. Save yourself a trip to the store and get yourself some dildos. Okay, they got everything from sexy lingerie that you can see there at the bottom. Those are not sex robots. It's just the lingerie that they're wearing, all the way to BDSM stuff that is it's too graphic to show. Let me just say that. Go to adamandeve.com, enter that code word Brentley at checkout, and they got some really great Christmas deals going on right now. I got to go look at the email, but I'm going to advertise it in the next one. But yeah, go check out their Christmas sales. They got a lot going on right now. But get your butt some stuff. All right.
And you answered the question.
No, it's
You
more of a
said no.
statement, because the question don't make no sense. You're just talking at this point.
Don't make no sense. That means that it does make sense.
Oh,
So
God.
is it okay to punish somebody for
That's
a
a
crime they
double
did not commit? Come on, buddy. You already answered this question. The answer is yes if they go to heaven, right? That's your cop-out answer.
Free will was invented in the 4th century? I did not know that. I was completely unaware of when free will became a thing that existed. That's interesting. No, I mean, it used to be like people talking about it as if like as a concept, like in what, philosophy or something like that. Is it a philosopher that came up with that? Interesting. I didn't know. And it's an illusion. Yeah, I actually agree with that. Yeah, I don't know how much free will is a thing. I don't know. So you're like on the full-blown determinist level, huh? Is that, I've heard a lot of people say that it's like like they think free will is compatible with determinism. So it's but it all feels very confusing because I don't know how you could know. That's my biggest problem is I don't even know how to check. I'm like, did I decide that? You know, why did I decide that? Did I logically deduce a decision, or did I react to my environment in a particular way that caused me to then make decisions that caused me to make other decisions that caused me to make other decisions to the point where I don't even know where I thought that I made some kind of choice in the matter. But, you know, again, there's no way to check because we can't like rewind time and see if people make the same choices. But yeah, no, I think that it's an interesting conversation. I really don't know what to think about it. I guess I would be more on the compatibilist side of things, although yeah, I don't know. I feel like I need to look into it more.
Is there a one-ended stick?
What?
Well, let me play the crickets now. It doesn't make any sense what you're saying.
Is there a one-ended stick? Is that what he said? No, I don't know how. What it's like? You could have a stick that only has one side. Yeah, I don't know how that would work. But yeah,
no, it makes perfect sense, and you answered the question, and now we've walked you into a wall where you don't know what to do. So now you're just you're just playing dumb.
Basically, I just proved that you're just.
There's no wall here. It's like a fucking meadow, bro. Okay, I'm frolicking right now. Wall. I'm frolicking in a meadow of freedom. Okay, wall. Get the fuck out of your fucking wall.
An emotional being. You base all your
actually, I actually proved that you have a logical contradiction in your moral philosophy. See, because you said that it's not okay.
The whole Bible.
Excuse me, sir. Actually, you said it's not morally permissible to punish somebody for a crime they didn't commit, but God does it. So that means that your God breaks the 32nd divine third transmogrifier of pi, and that in itself is a logical absurdity.
Yeah, but didn't you just tell?
Oh, God is a horrendous.
Glad he left in that whole ending there. That was pretty. What is that character? Is that from The Simpsons? Isn't that like a Simpsons dude, or is that from like something else? Some other Simpsons-esque type of cartoon
creature, according to everything I've ever
or a Family Guy. Is it a Family Guy? I think it might be a Family Guy thing.
Never heard about it. So if I don't bow down and worship this space Hitler like it demands that I do, if the punishment for that is after I die, I just won't get to hang out with him at the heavenly Reichstag, then I don't care. But if the punishment is not only do you not
hold on, did he just say the heavenly Reichstag? Why did he say that?
If I don't bow down and worship this space Hitler like it demands that I do, if the punishment
I missed the space Hitler. That was that's why that didn't compute. I'm like, why do what's going on?
That is after I die, I just won't get to hang out with him
it is the comic book guy in The Simpsons. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
At the heavenly Reichstag, then I don't care. But if the punishment is not only do you not go there, but you go to a place that's the most miserable and unbearable torture literally forever, then I have no choice but to go and hang out with Cloud Hitler.
Okay.
Clitler,
so
as the kids call him.
he's righteous.
Clitler. Somebody needs to like get him to make Clitler hashtag Clitler shirts. That's good. I like the Clitler thing. That's, you know, the Clitler is like one of my favorite. It's, you know, that words just in general. Now I'm just gonna start shoehorning it into fucking conversations now. I'm gonna be like at the gas station and be like, yeah, I'd like to get well, yeah, you can actually I think I'm on pump 2 Clitler, and I'm gonna just like just randomly just throw it in there. You'd be like, I'm sorry, wait, what is it? Did he hold on? No, I got the gas thing. What was the word after that? Is that one of the products that help you have? So like the goat weed, is it next to? I don't know. Have the brand? I don't have that brand. Clitler. We just have goat weed. It's a different thing.
No, the question is, how do you know that?
No, ontology.
So the question is,
I actually wanted to talk about.
There you go. DJ said, but liar Jesus rejected me because I wouldn't vote for the crooked politicians the preacher wanted. Yeah. Yeah, apparently that's why Jesus rejects a lot of people lately. You know, it's just you can't. The preachers are deciding who we need to vote for, right? And you go to hell if you don't vote for them. It's not manipulative and unconstitutional at all or anything. I don't know. It's crazy how this is working lately. Anarchic Fox, what's up, dude? Hey, folks, really glad you are frolicking freely. I am. I'm a frolicker. That's what I am a mother frolicker. All right. That's frolicker. That's good. Look at the trees. What's up? Tree, it's one-sided stick because roots. Oh, that's a good. Thank you. Well, wouldn't that be like a billion sided? It would be like a million, a trillion. No, I mean, it's just because on both sides, they're just full of ends on either end. This kind of roots to the tips. Like it's just all. But I feel like I see your point. I think, but I'm taking it the opposite direction because that shit splits off quite a lot on either side. So it's more like a billion sided stick. But yeah, I mean, I feel like I get what you're saying. James, what's up, dude? Sounds like Quiz Boy from the Venture Brothers. I was gonna say, I think that the Simpsons character probably spawned like a whole genre of characters that came afterwards. But yes, that's that is good. I like that. Let's see. Michael said, crap. Well, just got to listen to the fun. I'm blurred out. Oh no, I'm sorry. Damn, so it really blurs it when you do that. I can't remember. It's been so long since I did those dilation drops things. I just remember I had to wear those really awesome looking glasses, by the way, that are super cool and don't make you feel like you're a villain in the franchise Back to the Future at all, or anything like that. But anyway, sounds very sus. It does sound sus. That's the word that I was gonna use. Remember, we're not supposed to use that. That's not a word that's allowed in the chat. Remember, that's in the list. Remember, we got the whiteboard out, okay, and we had a list of words that was not allowed. Sus was one of them, okay, as well as I can't remember now. There's another one that I know. Oh, irregardless. Fuck that word, okay? That's never allowed ever, okay? That will get you kicked immediately, okay? You say the fucking irregardless. It's regardless or irrespective, and I prefer irrespective because it just sounds better. I don't know.
Objective and subjective morality, because the question.
So the question is,
yeah,
kumquats too. I don't know why. I just that one's on the board too. We're gonna, I don't know what it is about it, but just I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It feels dirty. Dr. Nerd PhD was himself a stereotype. It's deep lore. Oh, I didn't know that. Just like, when the fuck did this happen? I didn't get that. When do we say? It was a while ago. Don't worry about it. I should have revamped the words that we can't say whiteboard and maybe brought it out and pointed to it with one of those pointer things. I can slap the whiteboard with it a little bit. Do something like that. But yes, so unfortunately, sus is on the list. So yeah, it's just I didn't make the rules. Well, I actually kind of did make this one, but like, you know, it's God made it. Okay. It just happened to be that I agree with God on this one thing. So it's actually not me. It's God. So don't get mad at me. Get mad at God. All right. Anarchy Fox said, containister. Is that okay? I'll allow it. If I still feel like it's wrong, but I'm not, you know, I'm of two minds with that one. What is going on? Somebody's outside.
Like, it's how do you have
Mailman
access to the true nature?
No, the question is, how do you know that Jesus never did anything wrong?
You can only know something.
Yeah, so the question is, how do you know it? Yeah, so the question was,
knowing things is defined in Webster's dictionary as
how do you know? So the question again was, how do you know that you're
I'd be willing to wager somebody can, and somebody could prove the statistical validity of some model that based on these premises.
damn, that guy, he knows some words. Okay, he's heard smart people talk before, so.
But I haven't even heard a premise.
So I said the model based on these premises, the ones that are, fuck, I don't know what a premise is. Shit. Just the model though, the statistical analysis, data configuration, flux capacitor.
What do you mean? No, it's that. No, there's being we're being manipulated according to this to these models. Like, so basically, we could hypothesize that we could say, if we're being manipulated by these models, then we would.
That was awesome. Okay, that's encouraged. Okay, that's one of the words on the opposite side of the whiteboard here. Okay, where it's you get points if you use the word goist because it's both gooey and moist. That's right. I know everybody loves it when somebody says moist like that. Moist, don't you? And now all the ladies are, you know what I mean? Because of the way I said it.
Expect maybe like, because I would also say that what's the target, right? Manipulated to do what? Like, oh, the same.
I've not heard the word sussy yet. That's a new one to me. Sussy. Oh my god. Yeah, that one's double banned. Double. All right. We're in the market of banning words around here. Okay. I'm in Florida. All right. That's just what we do. Okay. Ron DeSantis agrees. Okay. We ban words around here. Okay. Can't say racist. You can be racist. That's, you know, I mean, it doesn't matter if you are racist. It's just, but calling it out now, that's the real fucking, that's divisive right there. Okay. Not being a racist, but saying the word is the problem. What is it? Drizzle said his way. It's white and going. Yes. Oh my god.
So then we kind of have to establish that, like, oh, what is it they wanted us to do? How have they wanted us to behave? What kind of ideologies have they wanted us to adopt? And then look at the ones that have kind of emerged, and then kind of reverse engineer them to see if they align with.
You're not saying anything though.
I'm
You're
totally
just
not.
saying.
What do you know?
What if people are doing things? That's all I have so far. I guarantee that people are doing things.
I can't prove it. I'm just saying this is how we could figure it
well,
out.
Then we don't have anything to talk about.
You can't say it. Fuck proving anything. You can't say the thing that you're thinking in your brain. Whether I don't think you can think it either. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to take it all the way back. I don't think you can think it or say it or do it.
Unfortunately,
my position is the Big Bang, the heliocentric globe model, and the Darwinian theory of evolution are the largest satanic deceptions in history to hide God from humanity, to make the earth and life within feel as if.
How are these people? Like, just how? How do they exist, ma'am? My God. It's just like, and like the heliocentric, like, you know, it's funny because like it's like, you know, the like crazy fucking meter or whatever, it goes to straight fucking tilt when you know, when you start saying, once you say heliocentric fucking model, you're like, oh, fucking completely insane. Holy shit. Because like you could be like, I think Darwinian evolution is a lie from Satan, and he put all the bones there. Satan put the bones there to make people like that, and that's why that's a lie from devil. And I'd be like, okay, the crazy meter's about at a halfway, and then immediately after they're like, and the heliocentric, oh fucking shit, it's tilting. That's the, you know, you're fucking with this pinball machine. That's what it is. That, you know, that's where that came from. That's why cartoons do tilt. because if you do it fast enough or whatever, it's like it actually says tilt. And anyway, it just assumes that you tilted the pinball machine. I didn't know that. We were talking about that the other day. It was kind of interesting. Anyway,
if it's an insignificant cosmic accident, and discredit the scientific truth, validity, and reliability of the Bible. Can you prove me wrong, Mr. Planet Peterson?
What?
Well, you have the burden. But that was just like literally nothing but an appeal to emotion, and you asserting kind of sounds like in the first place that your beliefs are true and good, and anything that is not of my beliefs is bad.
Anarchic Box said, James, I love Goyce. I will be using that to make so many people uncomfortable. Yeah, that's brilliant. I love it. It's like one of my favorite. That may be accurate. What the people will become they will become uncomfortable if you use the word goist, mainly because I think they're gonna assume that it's some kind of Jewish slur or something. I don't know why Jewish, but I don't know why. It feels like a Jewish slur. I don't know, but anyway, Anarchic Fox said ectoplasm in Ghostbusters is goist. It's goist for short. That's what they. I mean, are you just saying that it is goist? Like the consistency is goist, right? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying that like it actually? Anyway, I don't feel like this is a sidebar that we really need to spend too much time on. So I'm going to blame you for all the seconds lost on this. Everybody throw paper balls at Anarchic Fox for distracting us like this. Now, we haven't even played the video for like a good hot minute now, and it's all Anarchic Fox's fault. So paper balls, everybody throw the paper balls at his head.
And it's not surprising to hear that kind of thing, because as St. Paul writes, there is nothing that is not of God that is not of the devil. So any idea that opposes your interpretation of your belief, that's an extremely important point.
I always bring that point up. I just want to throw that out there. I say that one. I do, because I feel, he's right. It is important.
Anything that is against your esoteric interpretation of what you think Christianity is a product of Satan, the worst imaginable thing. And there's really nothing you can do about this. No amount of evidence would ever be sufficient for you. I mean, I can give you the evidence, but literally
it's like picturing Anarchic Fox getting hit with a bunch of paper balls. Yeah, that's, I get it. And that was on me. That was on me. I know. Okay, wait, you can stop. You can stop now. Okay. Spent a couple minutes, and he said paper ball, and you didn't say wet him. What the fuck, man? Stuff's sticking to me. Like you're gonna do a spitball, it needs to be about 1/10 the size. Jesus, the fucking assholes over here. God damn it.
None of that could possibly matter. So another important point would be, I thought we're always told constantly that science would never have happened without Christianity. Historically, people that believe in Christianity have discovered these new things.
Amazing how those two things coincide. They're like Christianity was responsible for all science, but science is of the devil. It's a conspiracy perpetrated by the devil to hide Christianity. It's like, oh, man, that just is a fucking cognitive dissonance, just brain buster that they can't confront ever, it seems.
About the world. And in some people's minds, it undermines their religious beliefs, but in other people's minds, it doesn't undermine their religious beliefs.
Isaiah 40:22 says, "It is he," meaning God, "who sits above the circle of the earth.
Circle.
And its inhabitants are like grasshoppers, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain and spreads them out like a tent to dwell in."
Yeah, so we all know the heavens, they're basically a curtain. They're a big, like, horizontal curtain that stretches out over the sky. They got the circle thing right, though. That was not even really. That's, a circle is not a sphere. That's like a flat disc, and I'm pretty sure that that's how the flat Earth model was in that time. And then I've also seen, and this could. I've heard that the word that they use for circle or whatever could also be defined as circumference. So it's just like the whatever, the circumference of the earth or whatever. But yeah, a lot of ways that this can be wrong and stupid. So you know.
So your
No.
argument is that humans are grasshoppers? That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, that's your assumptive, a straw man argument that you're assuming that I'm
Straw man.
saying without actually letting me explain.
No, because
I love that. It's like I know this one. I know a thing. That's a straw man. And that's where you build an argument out of a straw man that's not actually an argument, so that you can knock it down with a stick real easily. Okay, it's like just building a scarecrow and then punching it and being like, I win the fight with you, who is not the scarecrow that I just punched down. So, just to be clear, I know about some stuff. Okay, that's what I was trying to get out there.
you said, oh, so you're gonna cherry pick the word circle, but none of the other words because that fits your narrative.
Yes, I'm like, what?
Congratulations.
Okay.
You
Yet
thought
another
you thought
job.
you saw
Hey,
through
Dave,
it,
what's
but
up, dude?
you didn't.
And I have the firmament on my
No.
That was great. Dave, how we doing, man? What is that moist? Is that a moist ghost? That is actually for your question. Goist. It's a goist. It's moist. Well, I could do. I pronounced ghost wrong, and now it's embarrassing. The goist. That's moist. That's a ghost that's moist. God damn it. Left-handed Jedi. What's up, dude? I never heard of the Dark Ages. Yeah, that was yeah, and it wasn't religion that was responsible for that at all. Okay, so that's religion's responsible for the light ages. Okay, that's where all the knowledge came out of. So jot that down. Okay, with your too true, Commander. Let's see. This is gay. Wait, what is it? Gay is the Hebrew word for non-Jew. That's what. That's why. That's why the why the word. That's why the word goist rings a bell. Okay, I knew it. It did. I could tell. I could see that it was in there. Well, it's interesting that a lot of people who claim evolution is a lie delight in racism, unfortunately. Yeah, it's funny when they do that, when they're always like, oh, the people that believe in evolution are racist or whatever, because they're and then you're like, why is that? And then I'm not going to explain what they explain, but it becomes very clear that they're actually the racist ones, because they're making visual comparisons that are not that nobody else is doing. It's just them. So it just kind of shows that they're more of the race. Anyway, but yeah, it's bad. Unless sometimes there's like, because Darwin, that guy is fucking racist. And it's like, yeah, dude, everybody was. Like, I mean, not saying that that's like excuses it or whatever, but like, that's why Darwin's just a guy that like started the model and has been found to be wrong about a whole lot. And we don't really consider him on his, views of other races of people and stuff. That's not why we talk about that guy at all. But yeah, because it's not the person, it's the fucking evidence. That's always the way it goes. Like, they seem to think they can just like throw a person out there and then be like, see, that's why all the science is wrong, because he was racist, so you can't believe the science. It's like, yeah, okay, got it.
side.
I have the firmament on my side. No, you fucking don't.
Hold on.
You
Yet
thought
another
you saw through it, but you didn't.
And I have the firmament on my side.
I have the firmament on my side. No, you fucking don't.
Dude, you're gonna be coping so hard when we go to Antarctica.
Oh man.
When we find the ice wall and prove it.
You're gonna be coping so hard when we go to the ice wall and find the firmament, which is supposed to be a fucking disc or a globe, like under the dome style fucking ice dome that or something. I can't remember. I feel like I've heard Arn Ra describe it before, and it was like a big ice dome or something, and that's like the water seeps through the ice. I don't know how it works, but like, because it doesn't, it's not a thing that exists at all. It's like me trying to describe how like unicorn poop is also a rainbow. Like, I don't know, because it's not real. It doesn't matter.
Dude, that's good. Dude, you're gonna lose everything when we prove that the firmament's real. It's gonna be.
You guys already proved Earth's curvature, and then you just.
How we doing? What's up? Oh yeah.
It said, no, the flat earther that did that experiment was actually a NASA shill or something like that. Nothing will ever convince you.
Otherwise, he would have actually proven it. Obviously, okay. The government shills have to pretend to be flat earthers, getting science really bad on purpose, because that delegitimizes the legitimate flat Earth science.
Idiots.
But I'm just saying, we see this heat from conception, and we see this heat leave when you die. So the thing that seems to be given life is whatever this heat. I mean, the Bible says it's a candle inside you. I don't think there's literally a candle.
Why not? Why don't you think there's literally a candle inside? I mean, you said the thing with the heat there, which, and by the way, like, heat is not something that they could have like had at that time and just been like, I'm kind of warm. Kind of feels like maybe I got a candle inside there, it's not, because people were cold until that part of the book was written. And then all of a sudden now here later, after all these years of evolution, we're warm blooded and not cold. God damn, so fucking stupid.
Inside of you.
Wow.
But I can see this thing with, whatever the scans are. I can see the heat leave.
Well,
that's something I can
yeah, because your metabolism slows down.
Come to life.
This is the nature of how bodies work. It's so weird. Like it's like a thing that you could have known at that time, which is that bodies are warm. And then the Bible's like, oh, kind of like a candle's inside you. And they're like, how could they possibly know that bodies were warm and write down that a candle is inside? And do bodies get cold when they pass away? Yes, they do. Okay, Bible's true, because that's when the candle is just blown out like a birthday cake. Okay, that's when God's just like, and he makes a wish, and
I can't see this heat going to.
They said the religion was responsible for the Dark Ages lasting as long as they did. Isn't it responsible for it? Just period. Isn't it like? Wasn't that why they were like burning all the books and stuff? I'm not a history buff. I'm gonna be honest. I'd have to ask Nikki. She loves that type of stuff. Well, as long as it's like British history, that is on the British channel, and there's a show about it. Maybe she's not that much of a British history buff. She just likes those fucking shows. But still feel like I could ask her. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. But I could have sworn that it was because of religion. Wasn't it the Crusades or some shit? I don't know. Don't quote me on that. All right, I don't know. I'm not a history guy.
The Iraq or something.
That there are things that are alive that don't produce heat, right?
Impossible. How do you have a candle of life inside you if you're alive and don't produce it? This is impossible.
Well, I don't think that like trees or crystals have like a spirit like an animal does.
Yeah, but they're alive.
Well, crystals do, okay, and they are alive, and they heal you, okay, and all you got to do is sleep with it under your bed, and then the cancer will go. What? Okay, my producer's saying I need to stop talking. Right? Why? What's that? I feel like that's settled science at this point. Like, what? You know what? We're not going to have this fight on air, okay?
Alive, and if life is a spirit, then trees aren't alive.
Well, I don't really get an answer on how trees are alive in the Bible.
Do all dogs go to heaven?
It says the spirit of...
Yeah, that's because that book... Maybe you shouldn't get answers for fucking anything from that book, dude, other than, stuff about why people believe stuff in that book, maybe. But, like, other than that, don't get any answers for anything in there, man.
The man goes up, the spirit of the beast goes down, so...
Dogs, you think dogs go to hell? Damn, dude.
Go outside.
Yeah.
And I'm going to realize I'm on a spinning ball.
Do you live near the ocean?
This must be what? This must be before the final experiment. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about an experiment? What final experiment? I'm kind of lost on this. Anarchic Boss said the idea that everything hinges on Jesus for them means that they think everything in science hinges on the individuals, not the evidence. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, and that's why they do that. That's why they put it all on an individual like Darwin, and not on evidence, because they don't base their conclusions off of evidence. They base it off of a fucking person and just deciding that that person is the end all be all of it. They are truth. Like, we're just going to redefine fucking truth to mean Jesus. And then, and then you branch out with your epistemology from there. Like, I don't know, does this coincide with Jesus being fucking everything and super true? Well, then I don't know if I can take it, because that's like how they have to. It's like, it's very, you know, not a great epistemology, if you ask me. You know what I mean? Azzo, what's up, dude? Don't step in unicorn poop. Jesus, yeah, dude. Oh, you see, like, there's some new. I just came across this trailer, and it's like a fucking Paul Rudd movie of like a killer. It was very quick. I just was scared about it, but it's like a killer fucking unicorn or something. I was like, I have to go see this. This looks fucking fun. You know, it kind of feels like the Cocaine Bear movie, maybe, but with the unicorn. So I don't know. Looks crazy. Left-handed Jedi said, didn't a flurf build a rocket and it didn't go well? I'm sure flurfs are always building rockets. So I'm sure, yeah. I mean, it's got to be, you know, that's like one of the like 7 things that flurfs always do, right? So yeah.
I don't see any curve, dude. I can't.
Yeah, you do, because you see the horizon, which is the top of the curve.
Yep, horizon.
Yeah, the top of the curve. If the Earth were flat, then what would happen is there would be no horizon. It would just go out for infinity. You wouldn't be able to see forever because the atmosphere would get so thick that you wouldn't be able to see through it, like when it's foggy.
I'll ask you,
but you see the top of the curve on clear days. That's what the horizon is. And you see the sun go below that curve.
Okay, but what about the camera video that we all watch over and over again? Okay, where we can see, you can just keep zooming. You can keep zooming. You see with the naked eye, you can't see it. But with the camera, you can zoom in and it goes on forever. Okay, it never, there's no horizon because the camera goes, what about that?
That's none of that is even remotely compatible with a flat Earth.
Well, I'll ask you one more thing, then I'll let someone else get on here. I mean, what would you say about, you know, the P1000 cameras that can just zoom back in on these boats?
I was gonna say, like, every single fucking time they bring out stupid fucking video that they're all like so just enamored by, because like they never mention horizon if they're not about to mention the P74 LX Lycan 50, whatever the fuck thing that is. But like, oh my god,
and see that they're not going over any curve, that we can zoom in, awesome. And they're still right there. You're laughing,
what are you doing here, Fridas? Hey. Frida's Laves? Is it Laves or Loves? Frida's Laves is here. How you doing? Names are really good to have. Yeah, they simplify things, you know, get very confusing where they're just like, anybody, hey, whoever the fuck you are, you know, even though some assholes do that, right? And then they constantly get the names wrong because it's just kind of like a little like, I care so little about you that I'm not even going to remember your name kind of thing. It's really annoying. You know, it's something that people like to do for exes, you know, if your girlfriend's like your ex-girlfriend's with a new guy and you just keep messing up his name. It's like it's something that people used to do in the 90s anyway. It's like a whole thing. But
it's like I'm seeing this stuff. None of the stuff you're telling me I can observe in reality.
Okay, the West has its own Western ideas of rights. But the idea that the Chinese didn't have a concept of human rights is
not ours.
Of course not, because they live in the East.
Correct.
You're just saying the floor is made of floor.
The modern idea of human rights that the UN does is a Western European concept. It was not very much, it did not receive very much input from the Eastern philosophies.
That's fine, but you're...
Lord Dissident says, strangely, the idea of a flat Earth is popular in Brazil. I mean, didn't they just have that like crazy guy or whatever in there for like a long time? Like, didn't they have like a crazy right-wing, anti-education, pro-religious dictator or whatever? I guess not a dictator. You know what I mean? But so I mean that would make sense because and get ready, folks. Okay, that we're right about to be Brazil on the flat Earth thing. I guarantee it once they deregulate all education in the next month, you know, but we're not talking about that type of stuff, you know, because we're staying positive. Let's stay positive, y'all. Okay, let's stay positive and think that the administration is going to be too fucking stupid to do anything that they want to do. And I feel like historically we've got some pretty good evidence for that. So that's how you think positive. Okay. That's how you do it. Trump is so stupid he won't do much. That's what we're gonna have to do. So hold on to that thought.
There was no moral development or philosophical development between the 1st century and the 19th century. I don't really think is all that accurate. I think it's ahistorical.
I didn't say zero. I think I said almost none. I can't think of literally a single moral principle that the United States has that it got from Christianity.
Their morals have nothing to do with like rights and stuff. Like their morals are all just based on like thinking thoughts and like respecting a day, and honoring parents, and what's another one? I mean, I guess not lying and stealing and killing, but that's it. You got 3. The rest of it is, nothing to do with human rights or morality or anything.
In fact, the United States is
religious toleration came from the Baptists.
Oh God.
Who did it come from? It didn't come from the Muslims, didn't come from the Hindus, didn't come from the Buddhists.
Could you please state
didn't come from the Catholics.
Could you please state the first commandment?
Deep State said it was only after they carted back books and other knowledge that was lost back to Europe did the Dark Ages start to end. I guess it makes sense. Like, you had to bring the books back, right? Like, got rid of them all, right? So they had to like reset for the knowledge thing. Speaking of that, it's kind of funny. Like, I was just watching it. There was like a clip that came up, and it was like Joe Rogan, and I guess Frank Turek was like responding to Frank Turek was responding to Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan was saying like there was some like ultimate like past society that was all like futuristic or whatever, and then like a meteor or something took them out, and then like the Bible is basically like what people remembered from the super advanced society that had been wiped out, and people were just like, I just remember some of this. Yes, I remember some, the meek, blessed are the meek. I actually don't understand any of it, but like, can we write them down? Because I remember the intelligent people from the awesome society were saying like stuff like this, and so and he was saying that he thought that was like what was left over from this like ultimate society. I was like, what a weird thing to think. I don't know. I'm just like, why would you just like talk about like doing the exact opposite of Occam's razor? That was just like Occam's hammer or something. Like, he's just fucking do whatever the opposite is. I don't know. He's just it's like, I'm just gonna take as many pathways of assumptions as I possibly can until I get to like a thing that still doesn't really make sense. But I just I added a bunch of stuff with no evidence. But makes sense, right? Could be the fucking Atlantis thing that I'm talking about. What? No, it couldn't. Like, what do you mean? Why would you think that?
I'm talking about political philosophy.
Could you please state the first commandment?
Liberty? Then why were Protestant Calvinist countries the most religiously free while the Muslims were beheading? You will have no other gods before me. So
right.
Why do you think?
Where is the religious tolerance in that?
I don't know how. Well, actually, I do know how it developed. It developed
so
because
the question is
had a particular.
Why
if we take the Baptists, no. So I'm asking you a question now. If you,
no. I'm asking you a question now, sir. Sir. I'm asking you questions. Okay, your question time is over, sir. Okay,
that's not happening. So where is the religious tolerance to be found in the Christian texts? I can fully agree with you.
I'm talking about the Christian religion, not the texts.
Oh yeah, dude. Azzo's been here for seven months. I feel like you've been here longer than that, but there must have been some stint in between, and that's okay. That's okay. I have those for all the shows that I'm a member of too. So we're good. We're good. I get it. I get how it works. But cool. Thanks, man. That's awesome. Wait, what did you say? Said I rock. Oops. I mean punkster rules. Yeah. No, it's not you. Me. No, I'm just kidding. Asso's good too. He's good. Don't worry about it. He's up there.
Okay. Maybe you don't
maybe English are just more
literally don't understand what you're trying to say. I can agree that a Christian, such as a Baptist, despite what their religion teaches, what it really says, can come to beliefs that are
Ember like heard the same thing. I'm like, really, the fucking Baptist. That's where you're gonna go of the most progressive were they the Southern Baptist? Because then you're at a double fucking wrong thing there. Because it's holy shit. No, what? Like they're like the most bigoted of like all of the denominations, aren't they? Like what the fuck? It's like them and the Westboro Baptist. No, I'm sorry, never mind. They just are part. They're under that umbrella. I was thinking they were their own thing for a second there, and then I said it out loud, and I was like, never mind, I was wrong. I started a sentence and corrected it, and I corrected it halfway through. That's all I got to do.
That disagree with it, such as religious tolerance. But where in the actual texts of the religion can you find any of that?
Well, Christianity isn't limited to the Bible. It's a tradition that people live in the same way that every aspect of Islam is not in the Quran.
So, Deep State, hold on, what are you saying? Oh, it's not coming up. Uh-oh. Oh, wait. There it goes. Okay. Deep State said religious tolerance came from the Quakers. Okay. And then I clarified and said, I was talking in the American colonial context. The Quakers decided not to fight with everybody. Okay. Yeah, I guess that could work. I don't know much about the Quakers, to be totally honest. I don't know why. For some reason in my head, they always end up being like those the people that don't use electricity or whatever. Are they the same? Are they like two branches of the same kind of thing, or am I way off? I'm probably way off on that. Aren't I? I don't know. Do we still have Quakers? Don't they like churn butter and shit? I don't know why. I don't know where my head's at with this stuff. Like they're the same thing as those non-electricity people that I can't think of their name right now. As I was said, I had 12 months before I had a debit card problem. No, yep. See, I am right there with you, buddy. Holy shit! I'm currently in one of those conversations and trying to explain to the bank that it's not my fault. Okay, how did I get 7 of these fees? Okay, because you should have known not to let stuff go through after the first one. I mean, hello. And so this is on you. This is on you. You owe me a lot of money, and they're not buying it. They're not. It's just I don't know what the problem is. I feel like you're a bank. You owe me this, and they disagree. So sucks. But Wolfos, what's up, dude? So I love that. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah. Let me see here.
There's jurisprudence attached to it. There's tradition attached to it. I'm simply saying that our modern views of morality are partially inspired by the Bible in a way that is inseparable, and especially inspired by
do this. Thank you, Amish. Yeah, no, you got it. That's it. And it was the words, Quakers and Amish. Like I feel like they're like two sides of the same coin in my mind. Okay, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, my brain makes associations that are stupid all the fucking time. So I don't know where I'm getting that. Oh, here's Ember. The Quakers are not the Amish. Quakers are actually pretty cool. You're saying the Amish are not cool? I feel like you're saying the Amish are not cool. Okay, that's kind of. But the Quakers are actually pretty cool. Their central belief is that every human being contains a spark of the divine, and I can get behind that. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, and that's it. Are they like Christian? Are they like, okay, interesting. Because I was saying like the Amish too, because like usually the Amish like stay the fuck out of shit. You know what I mean? You don't usually see an Amish person with a giant beard in their fucking lumberjack coat or whatever, like at the school board meeting, talking about the books they want banned from the public library or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you tend to not have that for the Amish. So I'm just like, what? I wish a lot more religious people would be like the Amish. And you're like, can you just fucking go off and do your own thing, dude? Can you just stay the fuck? Just go. Okay. Stop dictating society. Go start your own. All right. Jesus. It's like drives you crazy. Let's see, Rex said 23 of the 23 from there. Alicia went up to Bethel as was walking along the road. Some boys came out of the town and jeered at him. Get out of here, Baldy. They said, get out of here. And in 24, he returned around, looked at them, called down a curse on them. And in the name of the Lord, of course, this is a holy bear maul of children. Then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 children. So it's 42 people that were also children's. Yeah, that was, I remember that first. Just for calling them bald. I was like, what the fuck, man? That's not even that bad of an insult. You're just like, yeah, so okay. I'm just gonna start shaving it and grow out a goatee anyway. So who cares? You know, I have a style for that. Okay, so I don't even give a shit. Calling me bald. Who fucking cares?
What?
I'll wear a hat. All right.
It's very separable because the people that have always been on the opposite side of every human rights advancement in the West have been Christians.
Every time, without fail.
I mean, you could say that in either way, right?
Yes, exactly. Okay. Do you wish the United States
some people were also against those other Christians that were that were against the human rights. So
it was more theocratic.
It's not really, no.
That's not even close to what I asked you. Do you wish the United States was more
I said
theocratic?
no, not really. I would rather it not be, but it also isn't, and that also doesn't change.
I didn't say that it is. It sounds like the more Christian we would become, the worse we would get, because you don't want to live in you don't wish the United States was more theocratic.
More because I think that it's un-American and it just wouldn't work in America, right? America is it's not in line.
Talk about my top pet peeves. All right, and I know streamers got to eat. They can't starve themselves while they're streaming, but do it. Can you just starve, please? Just fast or something, right? Maybe get into that fasting stuff that those really, those people with those really weird looking bodies are into and stuff. They look like they have jaundice and everything, but they're like, I fasted for like 72 fucking hours. Y'all should start doing that, because this just the mouth. No, I will not.
Line with the American character. Now there are other countries that have state churches. What do you not? What
religious tolerance comes from Christianity, but if we were more Christian, then we would be less American.
If we were theocratic, but I guess you'd have to define theocratic, right? If
it was
you really
fascinating. I want you to tell me how, despite the fact that we know if Earth is flat, then south is a different direction for everybody, why people see the same thing when they look south.
South is
okay. I don't feel like I've ever heard that one before. That's interesting. Ryan said, as though the Crystal Method was a techno group. Yeah, I wish it didn't. No, it's like I wish you remember that movie 3000. So I think I'm right about this. I'm just gonna say that. Remember that movie 3000 Miles to Graceland? In that fucking kick-ass opening scene where they go and have a big old fucking gunfight in the middle of a casino in Las Vegas. It's that song. That's them. That's the Crystal Method. And yeah, I don't know why I know that. I don't listen to Crystal Method, but I liked that part of that movie. And then, I think I saw the soundtrack at one point and I was like, that's the name of the band. And I do like the name of the band, the Crystal Method. That's pretty fun. I like that. It's a good name. That was a thinker.
It's an Arctic Circle that holds our ice water, and
the question was, how is it that despite the fact,
I'm not going to answer your question because you couldn't answer.
Despite the fact that if everybody looked south on a pizza planet, they would be looking in different directions. Why is it that everybody always sees the same thing when they look south?
See, here's the same thing. You guys want to play it?
Interesting point. Okay. I feel like I don't know science enough but I feel like I see how that makes sense, but yeah, I don't. That's interesting, because if it was flat, then they'd all be looking different direction. Like south would just be like that way and that way and that way and that way, and like, okay, interesting, because it would be, okay. I think I'm getting there. Yeah, I've never heard anybody ask a flat earther that one.
These games ask us.
So the question is, how is it that people always see the same thing when they look south, when that's impossible on a pizza planet?
He's going to use it to block me. Watch this, guys, because if I don't answer this question, because he wouldn't answer my question, he's going to keep getting a mute one. Go ahead, Peterson.
I'm not going to
show to 500 people. Show them what you really are in your heart. Show them. Go ahead and mute me again, because you can't handle a conversation.
You mute me again, buddy. Okay, because you can't even handle the fact that I won't answer a question. It's your fault that I won't answer it, because it's not you're doing this. Okay. Jesus Christ. He says that a lot of measure a lot of Amish are I don't think I'm allowed to say. I'm American. I'm not allowed to say that word. You know, British people can. I think Irish, as long as you got the accent. Anyway, you could probably be somebody that sounds like an American, and you did live in England, but you talk like you're from South Dakota. They can't say it either. Okay, so it really is dependent on the kind of accent that you have to be able to say that. Anyway, like Jason Statham can say it as much as he wants. You know, he's allowed to do that. But me, not so much. But you measured that they are that word that Jason Statham can say. I don't know how you would measure that. Is that what even is a C word, and how do we measure it, and what is the level in which it goes from non-C word to C word? I just, I feel like I need a distinction to really be able to follow there. I don't know. But
Peterson, you've asked the same questions 5 times. I'm not going to answer your question.
Because you can't, because you don't have a consistent model of anything.
There's an Arctic
Then why
circle.
why should I talk to you?
Well, why should you keep muting me? I can't even talk to you.
Bro.
You don't even play fair. You won't show a video. You won't show a video of a boat 8 or 9 miles out there right now.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? That's a different person, right? What the hell? How is that one video fuck so many people's brains up? Like, what is with that? That one video of the boat, like of them being able to zoom in a lot on a boat and flies. It's flat, dude. We're done here. We're done. Okay, it's got to be flat. You see the fucking video of the camera thing? What's going on? It's crazy. Jesus.
So, why will you not answer the question? Is it because I won't answer your question?
Exactly. You don't have any type of a formula for a curve for anybody in the world to figure out any type of a building project or anything. You think that the 8 inches per
that's fine. Let's just say that that's
That's
true.
the other thing, they know that one fact, the 8 inches per fucking square mile or some shit. I can't remember, but like, and then when they try to go measure that, which they say is wrong, right? Then they end up being wrong.
I can't do your convoluted math problem or whatever.
Okay, here's the deal. You know what? I'm not going to sit here.
There is no deal. That's fine. Just be like, I got Peterson there. That's fine. You can't answer elementary questions. Okay.
I like to end this on a handshake right now. I'd like to end it on.
It doesn't even make like what? We're coping with what? What am I what am I not coping with? What are you responding to? Like, not this response. Like, sometimes I think that like people just show up on here and they don't. Do you have like it? You're just like, they're coping, and then that's it, and then you just write that and then leave, like, because you don't. It doesn't need to. It doesn't need to be applied to anything that anybody's actually saying. You're just like, they're coping. We're not even watching fucking right-wing content, dude. So like, what the hell are you even talking about? It's so funny.
You can't answer elementary questions. Why is it that when we look south, we see the same thing?
We do. We see the Arctic Circle. We see the ice wall.
No, you don't.
Wouldn't that be?
Yes, we do.
The out. Oh, okay. I see what he's saying. It's like, because the outer wall, he's saying, would be on either. Okay. Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
Ooh.
Okay. So I can't.
I'm not going to.
I know that you're not. I know that you're not answering this question because you can't.
Peterson.
Yes,
I'm going to go ahead and go.
This obliterates your worldview. I get it. So somebody in the southern tip of Africa and somebody on the southern tip of.
Got a rubber and glue situation going on here in the chat. So it's really just high-minded stuff. Big old brains in here. What, dude? I feel like we're in a fight that we're not actually, like, nobody knows like what we're doing or fighting about, and we're just sort of like saying nothing to each other, but like in a way that's like we're mad, but we don't know what each other is saying, and we don't actually have any substance of anything that we're saying. We're just like, I'm mad. I don't like you're coping is what you are, okay, buddy? And I'm just like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Your face is what doesn't make sense. Your face does make sense as long as it's stupid. So, because your stupid face is what you have. Yeah.
Of South America.
Peterson, quit wasting your breath.
If they both look south, they can point to exactly the same thing, the Southern Cross constellation, or maybe the moon is lining up with them to the
Blaster said, "You guys, Earth is clearly a tesseract, which is causing all the confusion there." Yeah, and it's a cube out in the sky. Is that that's what the tesseract? I only know that word because of, I don't know, some Marvel franchise or something. You know,
Mute.
Are you 12 mentally?
You're 12. You can't handle a single conversation.
Look at this. You just said, "I know you are, but what am I?" You unironically embodied exactly what I was saying. I asked you.
Are you 12 years old?
You're 12 years old. Everything he says, he's just saying he said it.
Again, you just did. "I know you are, but what am I?" So yes, mentally and emotionally, you are less than 12 because you can't think of anything to say other than
Punk Apostate, more like Cope Apostate. Am I right? Am I right? All right. Oh, I got him. High five. Okay, nobody's around. Nobody's here. Anyway, I'll do it myself. There we go. We're good. We can move on now.
Then no, you are. Like you're literally sitting here doing, "I know you are, but what am I?" Who does that? What kind of adult
with a diesel greasy voice like yourself
says things like that? What kind of pathetic
Diesel Gracie sounds like a character in a comic book. My name is Diesel Gracie. Is that was that a reference to something that he said, or is Diesel Gravy? Diesel Gravy? Is that actually a way to describe voices? Like there's like that one kind of sounds like a diesel gravy, you know, like when you put the gravy on the potatoes or whatever, like the brown gravy, not like that, not the wimpy fucking clear shit, you know what I mean? Not chicken gravy. It's like the dark real gravy, right? You put that on there, and then but with diesel too. That's how you describe a voice.
adult does
joke,
that,
bro. You are one of the biggest jokes on here. I'm starting to realize.
And you don't know why people look south and see the same thing.
Telling you about a curve.
I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
John's messing with us now. All right. Good one, buddy. All right. Yeah. Try to mess with us, being like pretending to be a right-wing douchebag, flat earth idiot. Come on. I'm not buying it. Okay. This is Wolfos with a different account. Or the mice, you know, like making different accounts. That's what this is. Very funny, Wolfos. But, you know, yeah, I get it. You can be here too. No, I know. You have the weird computer thing that you can do where you got like 2 different accounts where you can go in and out of stuff. I get it. Good job. Okay. Not fooling anybody. Okay. I'm on to that. So, anyway, John doesn't understand basic physics. Oh, that says this is a joke. No, I'm not buying it. No, good one, buddy. All right, that's it for that. That's Jesus. There's no fucking way. I always feel like this too. I'm like, they're not real. That's not real. But you know. So anyway.
But what am I? I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? Your brain doesn't work because I asked you, are you 12 mentally? And you said, are you 12 mentally?
So anybody
just repeated what he said back.
Put in a box. I'm going to go ahead and show these videos on a live right now. And then you guys can all turn me in and get this count closed up. That's okay. I got another one. Obviously, can't get it with Peterson. He doesn't think the Earth curve calculator on a diameter circumference even exists. He doesn't think there's a formula for it. So I'm going to.
And you don't know why people.
What? Okay. See, this is what's that. Blaster said. A tesseract illustrates higher dimensions, like the Carl Sagan video that describes flatland. We can't create one, which is why it's confusing. We can only conceptualize it. Huh. Okay. I'd have to I feel like I'd need to visually look at something. Like you could describe it, but you know, I feel like I'm not there. Like I'm not. I need to see it. You know what I mean? Like I don't. But I'll have to watch it. You said there's a Carl Sagan video. I'll check that out. That's for sure. Mountain switch stuff, dude. Wait, does this fella on this stream think the Earth is flat? He's messing. He's got to be goofing, dude. I don't. Yeah, it's not. It's too perfect. It's too perfect. That's what that is. You know, not buying it. Not buying it, dude. He's pretending. He's an atheist Scott, it's Neil deGrasse Tyson playing games. That's what's happening right now. Okay, Neil deGrasse Tyson creating accounts, looking for words like apostate and dumbest arguments and stuff like that, and showing up pretending to be flat earthers. I know it. Okay. What is it? Oh yeah, I've been here before. People actually are this delusional though. I know. That's why it's kind of like it's funny, but not at the same time. It's like sad but funny kind of thing. Anyway, all right, y'all. I gotta wrap her up today. But thank y'all so much for hanging out. And if you want to wrap yourself and somebody else, go to adamandeve.com. Enter that code word Brentley at checkout to get 50% off almost any one item. 6 free movies, 3 free gifts, and free shipping on the whole order. And they also have a seriously kick-ass Christmas sale going on right now. And you get that sale plus, like I said, with the 50% thing, if you put in code Brentley at checkout. That's BRENTLY at checkout. And AdamandEve.com is America's #1 sex toy dispensary. Save yourself a trip to the store and get your butt some stuff. They have discreet packaging. It comes quickly, and so can you. Go to AdamandEve.com, enter code word Brentley. And hey, if you want to support the show, you can support us by supporting our sponsor, AdamandEve.com, or you can do a bunch of other shit, right? You can become a patron, right? I put extra stuff up there so often. I got like a couple of full conversations with other creators that you only get like a snippet of if you're here on YouTube. Plus, it's like a whole back catalog of like all my old stuff that I've like worked on for a long time, other podcasts and shit like that. So, yeah, it's got a lot of shit over there. But if you want to just do a one-time thing, that's awesome. And I love, I'll take anything at this point specifically. I mean, it's Christmas times, I know we're all out of money anyway. So, but if you do happen to have some extra, you can just shoot me a Cash App, right? And it's the cash tag is Punk Apostate. And if you want to just get extra content for, every week, you can hit that member button or hit that join button and become a member. And yeah, you get an extra live stream every week, and then you get me trying my best to prioritize your comments, and from depending upon how high you are on that list or whatever. But anyway, if you want to email me, you can email me at punkapostate@gmail.com. And yeah, anything, if I mess anything up, I get anything wrong, I like learning stuff, so I'm always happy to correct something that I got wrong. So yeah, just let me know about all that type of stuff. It's got to be true though. Don't the flat earth dude, come on. You could save your time with the email, all right? Because I'm not gonna, you're just wrong, and so it's be a waste of time. But yeah, but if you want to follow us, you can hang out in the Discord, right? And you can follow me on all of the socials, and all that will be in the description below. And yeah, hey, thank you all so much for hanging out. This was super fun. But hey, the main thing though is to stay logical, loving, skeptical, and compassionate. And we will see you next time. Your flat is the